Right. It is getting late out here, getting dark out here. Okay. So that's why my light is a little dark. So, but y'all know what it is. What's going on, guys? Calvin Russell here. You already know why I'm here, right? To answer your question. So let's go straight into it. So, real quick, how long do you have to be on your job to qualify for home ownership? A lot of people don't know the answer to this. A lot of people think that they have to be on their job for 10 years, 5 years. You'd be surprised the craziness that I've heard. The good news is you only need to be on your job. You can have a brand new job and go into home ownership. Okay, guys, you don't have to be on your job for 2 years. Now, don't get me wrong. The longer that you're on your job or the longer that you have been on your job, most definitely plays a role. If your job, and let's say, for example, you've had a job and you have been there for, 1 year. Okay. But the previous job, you were there for another year. Again, this isn't that type of situation where it's like a job application, right? Like how long were you at the other company before we make a decision on you? Okay, that's not the case. What they're looking for mainly is a job gap between jobs, especially if you've been on the new job for less than 6 months. So let's say, for example, that you're working at a place right now and you've been there less than 6 months. Let's say you've been there for 3 months. Okay. Man, now they say, okay, how long has it been since you've been without working? Is there a job gap? Okay. So you say, okay, prior to this job, when was the last time that you were working? So if you say, okay, I've been at this job for 3 months. We are now in July. Okay. That means that you've been there since about March or April. Okay. Now, prior to that time, when did you last leave the last company that you were at? If there is a job gap of 6 months of or more, let's say, for example, that the last time you were working was February of last year, then you have to be on the new job for at least 6 months. Guys, honestly, that's not a long time to be at the new current job. Okay. Again, they're looking at job gaps. Okay. They're looking at job gaps. Okay. Now, the next thing is that you want to make sure that if you are going into homeownership, that you, in order for you to qualify, you do have to be at the new job for a period of time, as I mentioned, 6 months. But now let's go into a situation. Let's say there was no job gap. Let's say, for example, you just transitioned from one company to the next. You went to another company for more money, a better, flexible schedule. Things happen. People expect things to happen. Okay, so you most definitely can do that. Okay, and that's an example of that would be, hey, you were at the last job in February, but then you started the new job in like April or May or something like that. Okay. So you most definitely can do that as well. Okay. So it looks like Joshua says, I have a question about a large collection. How can I take that off? You most definitely can dispute it. Anytime you dispute something, some things come off, some things don't. Dispute don't guarantee removals, and removals won't guarantee points. But you most definitely, it depends on your debt to income as far as it pertains to home ownership. All right. And then, of course, Dante's in the house. What's going on, Dante? I'm a 1099. So my write-offs hindered me from qualifying for homeownership. Ooh, let's talk about that. Let's actually talk about that. So I'm glad you brought that up, Dante. Should I not write off anything on all my taxes next year? Very good question. Shout out to Dante for a very good question. So check this out. If you guys are self-employed, you most definitely want to make sure you understand this very important factor. Okay. Here's the crazy part. I won't say crazy because that's how it's supposed to be, but it is what it is. Okay. In order for you to qualify for homeownership, if you are using your tax returns, I want to quickly say this, Dante, and this is for everybody else that's self-employed as well, too. We actually turn this into a full video, but I'll keep it short. Okay. So first things first, you have to decide if you want to actually show your tax returns. There is a way for you not to show your tax returns when going into homeownership. You have to put down 10% of the purchase price. Obviously, nobody wants to do that, right? So if the house is 200,000, you got to put down 20K. If it's 30,000, 300,000, you got to put down 30K. Nobody wants to do that, okay? So if you are okay with showing your taxes, here's the catch. In that, it's called line 31, your Schedule C line 31, okay? And in that net income section, that's what they're going to go by. Now, I get it. A lot of people sometimes do write-offs. And by the way, this is not tax advice. I don't care what y'all do. I'm just letting you know what happens when y'all do what y'all do. Okay. So, so either way, when you are filing your taxes and let's say, for example, you show $20,000, regardless of how much you really made, you said that you made $20,000, right? That's the income they're going to go by. Okay. Now, some of you all may actually show a much lower income than that, or whatever that number is, and you may not qualify at all. Here's the catch. if you're a business owner, and by the way, guys, we're not talking about just regular brick and mortar. We're not talking about, you braid hair. We're talking about if you drive for Uber and you want to count that money, that's how they're gonna use that. If you drive for DoorDash and you want to count that money, if you drive for Uber Eats, if you do anything, if you do Walmart delivery, those are all small businesses. Okay, so again, if you show that income, that's the income they're going to use when you guys are applying for homeownership. Okay. So now here's the catch with that. You're probably like, well, Calvin, why wouldn't a person want to show all the money that they made or most of the money that they made? Again, I am not a tax professional. I'm just letting y'all know what happens when you know what happens when you do what y'all be doing. Okay. But either way, if you show all of your money, what happens? What happens, class, when you show a lot of money and you are a business owner? You have to pay taxes on that, right? You have a tax liability. Now, you may or may not have a tax liability depending on the rest of your expenses and things of that, so the rest of your deductions. But for the most part, anytime that you're typically showing a lot of your income, you're typically going to have a tax liability. Let's talk about that. So a tax liability, the short version is that you're going to end up owing on your taxes. Okay. Now, if you do not, I repeat, if you do not have that on a monthly payment plan, then you won't be able to qualify for homeownership. Let me say that again. If you do not have your taxes on a monthly payment plan, you will not be able to qualify for homeownership unless, write this down, unless everyone, no, so here's the thing, write this down. Unless you pay the amount that you owe in full. So let's say, for example, the IRS hits you with a $2,500 bill, okay? And you say, man, I don't want to pay this $2,500. Well, you can't go into homeownership. So you either got to pay that in full, or, okay, this is option two, you have to set up a payment plan and make 3 payments on time. That's it. 3 payments on time. And then after that third payment has been made and there's proof that that third payment has now been made, you will qualify for homeownership. Okay, guys, I will actually show you some of our small business clients that I've actually helped go into homeownership where 100% of their income comes from their businesses, and I was still able to help them get into homeownership. So great question, Dante. Oriel, what's going on, man? What's going on? All right. And then Joshua says, I have a I have a question. I have a charge off, but I can't get a credit card. Josh, listen, man, you got to become a YouTube member, man. Listen, here's the thing, guys. The reason why I'm always talking about becoming a YouTube member is because, listen, I know you guys have personal credit questions. I don't mind answering them, but I need to know more about your situation, okay? And again, otherwise, this is going to keep happening. You're going to keep trying to apply for stuff. You're going to keep getting denied for stuff, and you're not going to know why. And you're going to be like, man, the bank won't tell me. Ain't that something? The bank won't tell you. The credit card company won't tell you. Your best friend going to be trying to guess it. Your pastor can't help you. And your parents, they most definitely don't know because most of them were told not to get credit cards, right? So again, it's very difficult to try to navigate this whole thing. And we find ourselves Googling stuff, talking to people, looking up crazy YouTube people, and just hoping we can find somebody. But here's the great thing about it, man. Charge-offs don't necessarily mean that you're going to get denied for a credit card unless that charge-off was with that particular same bank. But banks do pay attention to charge-offs. But you can easily get approved for certain types of credit cards with the charge-off. But again, that's as the charge-off gets a little bit older, okay? So you got to keep that in mind, all right, guys? So, hey, what's going on, Veronica? Thank you for saying that. Yeah, absolutely. So that's how you guys get that information, okay? But let's go back into it. So you guys, any questions on self-employment? If you guys have any questions about that, buying a house, if you're self-employed, even if you're not self-employed, some of you guys don't think you're self-employed when you have that self-employment income. Anytime you get a check from someone and they're not taking taxes out of that check, guess what? That's a 1099, okay? 1099. Now, again, just because you get 1099 income does not mean you have to use that income when you're going into homeownership. But I keep bumping this mic, my bad. So, but either way, that's how that goes. So you want to make sure that you're putting the right stuff on the application. Again, you're not forced to show certain savings accounts. You're not forced to show all of your income, because some of you guys be driving for Uber making $20,000-$30,000 a year extra on top of your full-time job or whatever. But you cannot, I repeat, you cannot show that income. You cannot prove that. I'm sorry, not prove it, but you cannot count that income towards your pre-approval simply because if you don't have it filed filed correctly on your taxes. I won't say correctly, but I mean, I know what y'all be doing. Okay, that's all I can say. Okay, but either way, that's essentially taking all those losses on the business. Now it has a very low amount, and so you won't be able to count that. And it's worse if it's the other way around, where majority of your income comes from the ride shares or whatever you guys do for money or whatever, and then you're not filing taxes on that properly, and then now the bulk of your income really was $50,000 that year, but you're showing 15,000 just because you don't want to pay your taxes. And I know what y'all be doing. So, but I'm saying that to say that when you do that, they're not able to show a lot of the income, unfortunately. Okay, guys, not the end of the world. And another thing that can save that too is if you have a cosigner, okay? So you're not forced to do this stuff. Did you know that you can have up to 4 people on an application in most residential situations, okay? That doesn't mean that you have to buy a 4-unit or a 3-unit or a 2-unit, okay? You can literally have 3 to 4 people on an application. Not every lender is going to do this, but of course, the lenders I work with do. But either way, I won't say most, some lenders will allow you to have 2, 3, 4 people on an application. So for example, let's say that you have your small business, you made 50K, but then you showed in your taxes about 18K. Obviously, and you won't be able to get pre-approved for that much. Then you say, okay, let me go ahead and add on these other 2 people. This person showed 30,000. This other person showed 30,000. Let's combine our incomes, and now you can go ahead and get a pre-approval. But again, all 3 people must have the credit scores. All 3 people must be able to prove that income as well too. Okay, guys. So all of that must make sense. Okay, did y'all know that? I know y'all ain't know that. See, that's what I'm telling y'all. That's why y'all here. All right. What else we got? Dante says, man, thanks so much for your expertise. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and throw the chat up in here as well, too, so you guys can kind of see this. All right. So Oriel says, what if an individual doesn't file their tax returns, but they work the job that took the taxes out on them? Ooh, let's talk about that. All right. So now this is a regular W-2. All right. So it's a regular W-2. So when you have a regular W-2, and guys, it doesn't matter which one you go with, W-2, 1099, you got both, whatever. It doesn't matter. When you have a W-2, I'm gonna be honest, it's easier to buy a home. As far as paperwork goes, mainly because as business owners, we like, hey, I'm gonna show this amount of income, or I got this amount of deductions. Again, I know what y'all be doing. So, and I can't go into it because I don't want anybody to say, oh, he gave me financial advice. Listen, I'm not an accountant. I'm just letting y'all know as a licensed real estate agent, the stuff that I see on the back end. Okay, but y'all ain't gonna do that to me anyway. So let's keep on going. But if you have a W-2, and of course you were supposed to file taxes and you didn't, you can file taxes, guys. So listen, so when you're going in for a home, they need 2 years tax returns. So we're in 2023. They need year 2022's taxes that you filed in 2023, and they need year 2021's taxes that you filed in 2022. Okay. If you have not filed either one of them or none of them, I don't care if you haven't filed taxes in 10 years. Okay, you can still go into homeownership. Guess what? All you gotta do is file your taxes. That's it. Now you may have to pay a penalty because that's late. And then you get stuff like that. So, but again, it's all good. But and again, Oriel, I know you ain't asking for yourself, you asking for a friend, so it's all good. But either way, if even with those taxes, you most definitely all you gotta do is just go and just file those taxes. Okay, and then. Now, Josh says, how can a member to you help me out and fix your credit? Well, this is how we do it, Josh. A very good question. So I have a members only live. As a matter of fact, I'm going live tomorrow night at 9 p.m., Josh. Okay. So join my live. Of course, you got to be a member. Join my live and you'll be able to ask any credit questions that you want. You can tell me your whole entire situation. And guys, this is how a lot of people are starting to build their credit. And again, we have other products as well too. We have the Advanced Credit Blueprint. I don't want to come over here with all that stuff because again, if you want any of that information, just go to park850.com. It has all of our products. But if you want to have it where you're actually talking directly to me, it's going to be on YouTube. It is going to be for my members. My members are well taken care of. Okay, the members they're on pace to qualify for homeownership. We got a lot of people that's now in the group, trying to get get things in place for homeownership. And again, guys, if you want to become a homeowner, you need to strongly consider joining my 90-day home buying challenge. Okay, with the 90-day home buying challenge, I'm looking at everybody's credit report myself. I'm looking at it. Okay, I'm going to write out a game plan for you via email. Okay, I'm gonna send that game plan out via email. By the way, everybody that's already registered, you guys have already gotten an email. If you registered today, you should be getting an email today, and another email is going out as well too. Also, I see a lot of you guys have requested to be in the Facebook group. don't worry. We'll be able to let you guys in. Don't worry, okay? It's the weekend. So so my team is kind of, it's the weekend, they off, okay? So, but either way, they'll be sending you guys the information on that, by tomorrow at the very latest, okay? You guys get access to the home buying course. You get access to your dispute letters. You get access to the group. You get access to the first call. And of course, make sure you guys go and send us your credit monitoring as well, too. We'll send you guys the information on that. If not, you guys will get that no later than tomorrow, okay? So look out for that as well, all right? So, but yes, we most definitely can help you, sir. Now, let's go into it. Now, Jennifer has a question. 3 consecutive payments on an established payment plan qualifies for homeownership? Absolutely. Or, Jennifer, you can also pay in full, okay? So you don't necessarily have to have it where you're paying on a monthly basis. If you are in a position where you can go ahead and pay that off, like if it's $3,000, I don't know, everybody's money is different and everybody's budget is different. So whatever works best for you, you most definitely can do that. So I would say strongly recommend that as well, guys. So again, you can do this, guys. Home ownership, it is possible. I want you guys to put in the comments, this is my year. This is my year, okay? This is my year. You guys got to start, thinking about that, okay? You most definitely got to start thinking about that. Put those things into perspective. And again, when you're manifesting that and you're saying this is my year, you most definitely can make that happen as well too, okay? Now, KC says, where is the 90-day home buying game plan located? Okay, so now you can actually go to park850.com. Or that's option 1. You can go to park850.com, or you can scan this QR code right there. Okay, cool. So like right here is a 90-day challenge. So if you guys are watching this on a TV, you guys can just actually scan that code and it'll take you directly to the 90-day challenge, and you can go and do that. Now, here's another thing too. Now, the 90-day challenge, there is a cost with that. Okay, right now, for early bird special, I want you guys to think about something before I give you guys the price. Some of you guys are already there. Some of you guys are there. So, hey, welcome homeowners, welcome future homeowners, okay? Again, we're manifesting this, all right? We're putting it into existence because it's about to happen. It's going to happen, okay? Here's the thing, is that I want you guys to think about something. What is the value, okay, of me showing you, based on whatever your situation is, you're a 300 credit score, you're a 400 credit score, you got an eviction, you hate your landlord, you got a charge off, you got child support, you got whatever, right? You just had a repossession, right? No matter what your scenario is, I will make sure that your credit is in place to qualify for homeownership, okay? Your credit is in place to qualify for homeownership, okay? Now, if we get your credit there and your income does not qualify, or your debt to income does not qualify, that is not on me, okay? And not in a negative way. That means that you have to reduce your debts or you have to go make more money, but your credit will be in place, okay? Because you'd be surprised how close you are. I had a guy call me a couple of days ago, and he's local. And the local, man, they're spoiled. And we're going to talk about the locals in a second. I love to tell the local stories. And he reached out. He was like, man, listen, man, I'm telling you, listen, my credit is horrible, man. I'm telling you, it's horrible. It is horrible. No one taught me how to do anything. My parents, my mom put stuff in my name when I was younger, and then I had collections on my credit report. Man, it's just horrible. I don't know where to start. Like, and my wife, she wants to go into homeownership. And I just don't know where to start. Like, man, is this possible for me? I'm in my 30s. I work hard. I show up early. I stay late. Like, I'm ready to make these big moves in my life. Can I honestly, I just want to make sure, I'm not wasting my time. You're not going to send me off, right? This guy clearly, and not in a bad way, this guy clearly did not know about the YouTube channel, which, by the way, about 25% of the people that's on Facebook, not to say that this YouTube is like a whole big deal, but I'm saying that to say, guys, if people knew that I did thousands of videos, just letting them know, hey, it's not the end of the world, we can make this happen, they would feel a lot better. So either way, he told me his situation, and I said, hey, I asked a couple more questions. I'm like, dude, listen, are you ready to have Christmas at your house this year? He's like, man, stop playing with me. I'm like, no, dude, are you ready to have Christmas at your house this year? Okay. Now, I want you guys to think about something. Let's start manifesting, okay? There's 3 holidays coming up. We got enough time to help you with your credit score, okay? And 90 days or less. And then we're going to get you, then you're going to start looking for a house. Now, of course, you got to look for a house, get under contract. You got to go, the numbers got to work out, the inspection got to work out, and the deal got to close, right? But again, you will qualify within those 90 days or less. But check this out. That now means Thanksgiving is coming up. Christmas is coming up. New Year's Eve. I want you guys to put in the comments which party is going to be at your house this year, okay? Which party is going to be at your house this year? Is it going to be Thanksgiving that's going to be at your house this year? Is it going to be Christmas that's going to be at your house this year? or is it going to be the New Year's Eve party, right? You was complaining about the New Year's Eve party and how much they was trash last year, right? The DJ was trash. Now it's going to be at your house this year, right? You was talking about your relative, talking about, man, we always do Christmas at such and such house. You know, they always got the chitlins in the sink, and they be stinking up the whole house, right? Wherever y'all be at, okay? We can now have Christmas at your house. Thanksgiving, listen, y'all know it's always that family member that say, I made such and such, and then you eat it, it's like, nah, I gotta scrape it off the plate. I love when y'all be just talking about stuff on Thanksgiving, because y'all be reckless. But anyway, but listen, you ain't gotta deal with that no more. Okay, it's gonna be at your house this year. Which one is gonna be? Listen, Mark says Christmas is gonna be at my house this year. Okay, it's gonna be Christmas at my house this year. Who else is on here? What holiday is gonna be at your house this year? All right, this is most definitely your year, Dante. I'm telling you, man. Veronica, this is most definitely your year. Mark, this is most definitely your year as well. Oriel, you already know that it's your year as well too. Okay, all right. So now, let's go into it. Jennifer, you already know it's going to be that year as well too. All right. Troy has a very good question. Troy says, after Chapter 7 discharge, you have to wait 2 years, right? You do. So that's two. Now, there is a bank. Write this down, guys. Write this down. It's called Self-Help Credit Union. They should be paying me for this. And now, here's the thing. It's not in a lot of places, so you got to see if they have something like this. But I'll put that there. Self-Help Credit Union. It's a spot that's actually in Chicago too. And but self-help is big. It's really big. The reason why I'm bringing them up, I haven't done business with them, but they have a 1 year Chapter 7 bankruptcy home loan. Okay, and the minimum credit score is a 580. Okay, now here's the thing: I've never worked with them, so that's a huge disclaimer. I'm not saying they can't get the loan done, but usually when you have programs when banks have programs that a lot of other banks don't have, and it sounds kind of far out, then I don't know how it's going to be with underwriting and things of that sort. But yes, to answer your question, most banks, 98% of banks, are going to make you wait 2 years after. You have the Chapter 7. You discharge the Chapter 7. Okay, if it's dismissed, it does not count. I hope you guys are ready for that. Any bankruptcy that was dismissed. I don't care if you dismiss it day 1, month 1, year 1. It does not matter. Chapter 7 or Chapter 13, if it was dismissed, it does not count. Again, it does not count. Put that in the comments. It does not count, okay? So if it was dismissed, it's almost like it didn't happen. If it was dismissed, it's like it didn't happen, okay? But if it was discharged, okay, you got to wait 2 years after 2 years after the discharge date, and you can qualify for homeownership, okay? 2 years after the discharge date, okay? Now, Chapter 13, you have to wait until 12 consecutive months of the Chapter 13 has already been paid. After 12 months of the Chapter 13 being paid, now you can go into homeownership, okay? I keep telling y'all I'm the plug. I keep telling y'all this, all right? So now let's keep going. Let's keep going. Edwin, what you got, Edwin? What you got? All right, what if you are thinking about buying an auction or foreclosed property for your home? You can do that. Yeah, you can do that. So now here's the thing about auctions. It just depends on the auction. Most auctions want cash only. Like most auctions, they're going to want cash only. But there are some home buying programs where they allow you to have a loan, okay? So it really depends on the rules of the auction. So look up the rules of the auction, okay? All right, hopefully that was helpful, all right? Then let's go into, I got to check my members, guys. I got to make sure all my members are good, all right? So real quick, Jennifer said, holidays at our house this year. Yes, that's right. That is most definitely right. There you go, Troy. Always speaking facts. You better believe it. All right, so now let's see what else we got. All right, so Dante, what you got, man? Oh, wait, hold up. Let me go back to your other question. Okay, so Dante says, is there a limit to how many you can have? So how many homes you can have, Dante? So let me get clarification on that, okay? So I think you mean, okay, this is the clarification. Okay, on one of my own credit cards, for example, all my children or multiple family members. Yeah, give me a little bit more clarification on that. So what do you mean have multiple ones? You mean credit cards, or what are you talking about? So yeah, I'm not sure. So give me a little bit more on that, okay? All right, and I want to make sure that there's anyone else, any other questions you got. But again, guys, this is your year. We're gonna make this happen, okay? And now here's the deal, guys. Let's go back into value. I almost forgot. Let's go back into value. What's the value of me helping you with your situation? 300 score, 400, 500, 600 credit score. Okay, me taking your situation, me looking at your credit report. I've seen over 10,000 credit reports, over 10,000. Okay, I'm telling you. Now, some of you guys, listen, people that know me say, no, it's probably more than that. Calvin has probably seen more than 10,000 credit reports. I'm telling you. But people that's like watching me for the first time, like, man, he ain't seen no. Listen, welcome to the 850 Club. Okay. That's why I'm here. Okay. But either way, this is what I'm saying. What's the value of me taking your situation, me looking at your credit report, me writing out exactly what you need to do to qualify for homeownership? Do you know no one else does this? No one else does what I do. No one. Now, I'm going to be honest. There are people that say that they do, right? But they haven't done it at the scale that we've done it. I don't want to come out bragging or boasting, but I'm going to be honest. I'm good at what I do. I'm good at just simply helping people. And again, that's how, listen, when I was working at the car dealership, right? I was selling 2 to 8 cars a month. My first month, I sold 2 cars. The next month, I sold 5. The next month, I sold 3. I'm telling you, they can look this stuff up, right? And I was just trying to figure out, just trying to navigate this whole thing. And I'm like, man, 70% of people that walk into the dealership don't qualify. 70%. Isn't that crazy? So I was like, man, we work so hard to get these people in here. We give them to the banks, and then the banks deny them. Some of you guys have heard this story like 1,000 times, okay? But either way, that's how the company started. I got tired of seeing people get denied. And so I said, okay, let me learn this stuff, and I'm going to start telling people what they need to do. I started printing out their credit reports. They would get denied. On the back of it, I used to write on it. I was giving game plans back in 2011, back in 2012. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me since 2012, since the channel started, okay? Either way, so I would look at their credit report, right on the back of it, and say, hey, this is what you need to do to qualify for a car. This is for a car, mind you, okay? So some people came back, some people didn't. But either way, I went from selling 3 to 8 cars a month to 20 cars a month. Okay, I was selling, and then I ended up selling 550 cars in less than 4 years. Those are the ones that got sold. You're not even counting the ones that came in and left. Okay, that's how I saw so many credit reports. And then it got to the point where people didn't want to buy cars. They was like, hey, my mom wants a game plan. My cousin wants a game plan. My school teacher wants a game plan. My husband wants a game plan, right? And then people started telling people about my game plans. It was crazy. The same game plan I got to this day, okay? I am not your average YouTuber. I'm not. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, don't pay your collections. Listen, sometimes you do. Sometimes you have to. I'm not going to be the person that say, no, don't do this, man. Don't do it. I'm not that guy. I'll let you guys watch them and get sent off, okay? Here's the deal. I've helped hundreds of people, if not thousands of people via YouTube, get into homeownership and qualify, okay? What is the value of me looking at your credit report where you are right now, and you say, Calvin, I want to buy a house. I'm not your average real estate agent. The average real estate agent says, hey, you know what? What's your credit score? Oh, my credit score about the 300s, 400s, 500s, low 6s. And they say, okay, cool. Call me when you're ready. That's the average real estate agent. And it's, again, they don't teach us this stuff. In real estate school, they do not teach us credit. When you are a mortgage lender, they do not teach them credit, okay? Listen, it's crazy. We are in the car business. They don't teach us credit. Are you guys understanding this stuff? So it's crazy. And listen, if everybody knew how the game worked, the bank can't make money off you. Okay? They want you to go research this stuff, try some stuff, throw some jello on the wall, see what sticks. They want you to be lost. How can they make money off you? What's the value of that? What's the value of me looking at your credit report, writing out a game plan, you qualify for homeownership? What's the value of that? I'm going to scroll down. What's the value? Somebody put the value in that. What's the value in there? What's the value? Ain't nobody put the value. Give me a number. I need somebody to throw a number in the comments. What's the value of me looking at your credit report, right? Looking at your credit report, writing out a game plan, and you being in a house by the end of the year. What is the value of that? Some of y'all like, man, I don't want to just put no number because that's what he gonna charge. No matter what number you put, it's less than that. It's less than that. It is less than that because I know where you are, not financially. I know what you're thinking. And this has to make sense to you. It got to make sense to you, okay? Priceless. Somebody says priceless. Jennifer says priceless, right? I'm looking at, listen, your favorite real estate agent can't look at your credit report and tell you what you need to do. They can't. Your pastor, your financial advisor, your loan officer, they can't look at your credit and tell you what you need to do. Ain't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Right? I'm telling you. You know what's crazy? I told them at the dealership that this was going to work. I told them, I was like, Joe, I'm like, man, it's so many people listening to me now. Not everybody didn't do it because some people are like, man, I ain't trying. And some people they didn't have the time. They got denied for a car. They needed a car like the next day. Like they needed it, right? I get it. Then some people like, man, he ain't talking about nothing. All right. Good luck. But either way, listen, it's not many people that can do this. It's not. I'm not trying to brag or boast. This is what I'm saying. You have a goal. It's my job to help you accomplish that goal. If you don't believe me, do your thing. Like, here, do your thing. It's obviously working for you. Do your thing. But here's the thing. We talked about the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and then expecting something different. In order for things to change, you must change. In order for things to change, you must change, right? I had to take you from not knowing to knowing, right? We don't know what we don't know. Somebody put in the comments, we don't know what we don't know. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know this stuff. That doesn't make you dumb. That doesn't make you stupid. You don't know this stuff. And now all of a sudden, thanks to 2020, everybody's a credit expert. Let me tell you something. If a credit expert cannot tell you how to qualify for a house, hello? Yeah, credit expert, can you show me how to qualify? They can't do it. They can't do it. Y'all thought I was on the phone for real. But anyway, I'm telling you, you can't do it. But either way, let's talk about that. How much is that? Guys, $99. But guess what? That expires tonight. I don't need the money. I don't want to come off like that. I don't need the money. But I do know this. You have to have some skin in the game, right? You got to have some skin in the game. If you don't have any skin in the game, you won't show up to the game. See, when stuff is free, you're like, I might be there. Let you pay $1,000 for something. You think you'll show up? You'll be the first one there, sitting up front. It don't start to a whole nother hour. It don't start to the next day. You up there. Well, man, what you up there for, so early for, Calvin? I paid $1,000. I'm here, front and center, right? If it was $500, you might be late. You might be late for $500, right? But you still gonna be there. You're gonna be trying to get there as best as you can. If you pay $1,000 for something and you gotta be somewhere and your car don't start, we already on Uber. We already on Lyft, right? If somebody punch you in the face and they steal your phone, you will find a way to get there because you paid $1,000. You paid $500. You gotta have some skin in the game. I think I'm worth more than $100, right? It's 69,000 people that I've been helping, right? It's over 1,000 videos. I talk every day. My kindergarten teacher, my first grade, my second grade, even my son's teacher. Jesus, he's talking too much. Anyway, but I'm telling you, it's just, man, I remember years of excessive talking, as used to say. But I said, let me just try to help people, right? Let me help you. I want to help you. Okay? I want to help you. I want to help you get to where you want to go. Some people don't believe me. Have a nice day. Leave the live. You can leave the live. You have my permission to leave the live. Okay? But if you're still here and you have a goal to go into homeownership this year, it's not too late. Well, Calvin, nope. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some reasons that could easily stop you from homeownership. But 90% of you all watching this, are inches away from homeownership. Or if not inches, you're at least 90 days away from homeownership. And that's how I came up. Now, some of you guys are probably thinking, well, how can you do that within 90 days? I looked at like an average of what like people's situation and me taking them from where they are and then helping them go into homeownership. And what I found was that it would take about 90 days or less. Now, are there some times where it may take 4 months? Potentially. But for the most part, 80% of the people that I work with, it's 90 days. You know what I mean? So again, and guys, I'm telling you, even if it took a little bit longer, let's say it took like 1 or 2 months longer, what's the value of that? What's the value of that, right? To qualify for a house, right? Guys, I'm telling you, this is what you want to do. This is where you want to be. All right, let's go ahead and go into it. All right, so now, Dante said, I'm about to pass out the offering Cash App. You were preaching. Man, you know what's crazy, man? It's crazy. All right, cool. So Jason says, I paid for mine. When does it start? Look, Jason out here ready. Let's say congratulations, Jason. Congratulations, Jason. Congratulations, homeowner. All right. Because, yes, he came on board, I think a couple days ago. I saw, because we got the list and everything. So now, the very first call, and it's going to be in your email too, Jason. If you haven't gotten an email yet, don't worry. All the emails and stuff are going to roll out by tomorrow, okay? You got to get your credit monitoring to us. You got to fill out the form, okay? If you haven't gotten any emails, Jason, don't panic. You'll get everything by tomorrow at the very latest, okay? But either way, the very first call is going to be August 1st, okay? The very first, actually, let me just look at that. Hold on. My wife would kill me if I get them dates wrong. But I think it's going to be August 1st on that, guys. And let's go into the schedule. Okay, there we go. Yes, August 1st, okay? August 1st is going to be the very first call on that, okay, guys? I'm sorry, not August 1st. I'm sorry. You got to have everything in by that date, okay? You got to have everything in by that date, okay? Let me go ahead and pull up either way, you'll get in your emails. Now I don't want to get off topic. But Jason, you'll get everything in there. But you got to get everything in by that time frame, okay? And everything will be inside of your email. All right. So congratulations too, Jason. Travis says you're on point tonight. Man, you already know it. So here, check this out. All right. I know of a loan officer messing up my friend's closing badly. Man. See? Listen, let me tell y'all something. This is I'm not talking about loan officers bad or anything like that. They don't want us to know everything. They don't want us to know everything, because if we know everything, they can't make and I'm not saying that they're trying to put the wool over our eyes. Here's the crazy part. There's no wool over our eyes, but you have to ask the right people. Just because someone's a real estate agent does not mean that they know how to sell a house. I'm going to say that again. Just because someone's a licensed real estate agent does not mean that they know how to sell a house. But sidebar, forget that. They don't know about credit because they didn't teach us this stuff, right? So the average real estate agent, if you call the average real estate agent and say, hey, now my team, oh my God, my team is spoiled because they got access to A50 Club, right? So here's the thing. The average real estate agent, you say, hey, listen, I want to go into homeownership. They look at your credit score and say, call me when you're ready. Then you call them, man, I think I'm there. No, man, call my lender. Then the lender be trash. Throw the whole lender away. He be trash too. She be trash too. You call a lender, they don't call you back. You fill out the application, they done ran your credit, they don't even call you back. Ain't that something? There's some lenders that'll do that. They will run your credit. You don't qualify. I don't work with lenders like that. I kicked off lenders a long time ago like that. Because see, I'm not the average real estate agent. But we're not going to get into that. But my point is that there are lenders out there. They'll run your credit. You got a hard inquiry. You can't even call them afterwards. They won't even explain to you why you got denied. We supposed to be family. We supposed to be getting this stuff done right? Man, that's why I started A50 Club. Go back to my old videos. I've been giving y'all game. I've been showing you guys how to do the easy, and I'm not saying like easy like you should know it, but like breaking it down on the kindergarten level, first grade, second grade level. Okay? Step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay? I'm telling you this. So if you are serious about going into homeownership this year, you can go to park850.com in the description below, or you can click the QR code right here at the top if you're watching this on your TV. All right? Let's keep going. All right? All right, cool. Jason said, and thank you, Jennifer. You could do it too. Take a chance on yourself. That's right. Listen. Travis says, I got nothing to lose. I spent $100 just eating. Listen, some of y'all done spent hundreds of dollars on shoes. We talked about this the other day. Y'all done spent $100 on shoes. They beat up. They are beat down. You ain't even wear them no more. Y'all spent $100 on an outfit. You ain't wear it no more. You done spent $100 at the restaurant. You hated the food. You spent $100 on a cheap airline ticket. You was in there like this, looking goofy. Spend $100. Listen, it's priceless, man. It's priceless. But see, here's the thing. I got something for y'all because I know y'all like to wait last minute. Good luck. That expired. $100 expires tonight. After tonight, it's $197. Yep. Because what's the value of that? What's the value of that? Right? You say, well, no, I just call my friend. Go ahead and call him. Listen, and I'm not hoping nothing bad. Honestly, like seriously, I hope that because there are some people out there that can help you for sure. I hope that whatever information that you get is going to get you where you need to be. Okay. Because there's a lot of people that go into homeownership and they didn't have the best credit and they didn't know me and they obviously bought a house. But who knows what they had to try to kind of do to get there. There's a lot of people that know there's a lot of people out there that know their stuff. Here's the worst part about a lot of people that know their stuff. They're not even on YouTube. Like for real. There's people that like really genuinely love. I know some people that love helping people. And I know this one girl, she helps people that's in foreclosure, all the rest of this stuff. She loves what she does. She not, man, good luck. She's not going to be on YouTube. Okay. But my point is that again, no matter what your situation is, we can help you get there. All right. So here, Dante says, I would sign up, but I just signed up with another credit repair builder earlier this week. I will keep tuning in. Hey, it's all good, Dante. Don't worry. Listen, I will be here. Okay. Listen, this channel is just getting warmed up. We still appetite. I don't care that this channel's almost 10 years old. Listen, I don't care. We are just getting started. Dante, let me tell you something. Dante, here's what I want you to do. Become a YouTube member. You will see how I'm going to make sure your goals get accomplished. Let me let you guys know real quick what most credit companies do. Let me let y'all know. Y'all ready? Ready. Get ready. All they do is send dispute letters. Oh, you wait for the rest of the list? That's it. That's it. They send dispute letters. They cross their fingers. They hope stuff come off. And then they wait for you to pay the next month. Anybody that's ever worked with us, now dispute, there's nothing wrong with the dispute process. That's part of the process. But you can't just do that. You have to know how to build around whatever doesn't come off. Everything won't come off. I know y'all want to listen to these people. They say, man, how to get anything and everything. Hell, you can get your whole credit report. It's going to be blank. Don't do that, guys. Y'all smarter than that. Y'all are smart. Let me ask you a question. If you were the bank and you wanted to borrow $20,000 from the bank, and your credit has been wiped, mind you, because 20-year-olds don't wipe their credit. 20-year-olds don't wipe their credit. 30-year-olds plus, 30 years and plus wipe their credit. 40 years and plus. Check this out. Bank, can I borrow $20,000? Sure, let me run your credit. Here, you can go ahead and run my credit. Watch this. He ain't gonna see nothing bad on there. He ain't gonna see nothing on there at all, really. Watch this. Now he says, oh, we see nothing on your credit report. We will not take this risk. Have a nice day. There's the door. I thought, man, I paid all this money to get this credit wiped. This guy on YouTube. They will send you off. Think about it. If you're a 40-year-old man and you have no credit at all, and you trying to borrow $20,000, you either went to jail, but you can't say, oh, well, I never applied for nothing. No, man, they can't trust you. You already suspect. Here's another thing too. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all ready? Come in a little closer. Y'all ready? Here's the thing. Banks have software that's ready for all the BS you trying to get past. Did you know that there's a software out there called Fraud Guard? Yep, it's called Fraud Guard. Mortgage companies use this to see if you have any type of public records or student loans and some other stuff as well too. And just to confirm the type of stuff you got. So all y'all people that's like, oh man, I got all these student loans. Wait till I get these student loans removed off my credit report. They can see them. Let me pause on. Let me just stop right here on student loans real quick. Let me stop on student loans. Student loans are financially backed by the U.S. government. You know what else is financially backed by the U.S. government? Mortgage loans. So for all you people that think, well, man, I'm just gonna watch this other guy on YouTube that told me to remove my student loans and I'll be good to go. That fool ain't never helped nobody buy no house. See, everybody that I've ever helped, I set them up. It's the foundation, right? I didn't just set them up. I set their kids up, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect, but I'm not going to oversell anything or anything like that. I'm not trying to sell y'all. So if y'all want to buy a house, cool. But here, you can learn how to buy a house by watching a lot of the videos on my YouTube channel. You can, but you will be kind of generalizing it, right? If you want a specific game plan, I can help you get there. All right. So I'm telling you, most people have good intentions. I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. Don't worry. Hang around with me. I'm telling you, people have good intentions, but I'm telling you, it's not going to work like that. They can see these student loans. Here, y'all ready for this one? Y'all ready? Come in a little closer. If you have a bankruptcy that you got removed off your credit report, two things you can do. You can go to Google, type in your first name, last name, bankruptcy, your public record will show up. Which means if you can see it, you already smart enough to know everybody else can see that. But Fraud Guard it's going to show that. It's going to show previous foreclosures. It's going to show the stuff you're trying to hide. Man, you know why they can't tell you this stuff? You know why? Because they only dabble in credit. They dabbling in credit, man. They dabbling. Listen, they can't help that. Now, don't get me wrong. Everyone's situation is not going to be like that. When they help somebody with their credit and then somebody says, hey, I want to do this or I want to go into homeownership. They didn't show them how to get into a house. They didn't show them how to do that. I didn't know how to say. This is how we got into real estate. I got into real estate because I was helping people with their credit. We were helping so many people with their credit locally. My game plan is crazy. And I was helping people with their credit. And then at the end of the day, people was going into, I was sending them to they would say, man, I want to buy a house. You help me get a car. You help me get a high limit credit card. You help me lower my car payment. You help me get an auto loan lease. You help me do all this stuff. I want to go into buying a house. do you know a real estate agent? I said, yeah, I know a real estate agent. Listen, it's crazy too. This is streaming on Facebook too. So listen, if because some of the real estate agents that I send people to, they probably watching this like, dang, man, I messed it up. You did, but it's all good. Either way, I was sending them to some people and they messed it up. The customer service was trash. The follow-up was trash. Now, I'm not perfect. There's been times where I've forgotten to call someone back and I apologize and kind of get back. It's busy. Like, it really is busy. But either way, I'm saying that to say that the customer service wasn't the same. So I said, let me go ahead and get my license. Man, that was like 500 houses ago. Okay. So either way, let's keep going. All right. So now I want to get these questions answered. Then we're going to start talking about some stuff too. All right. So let me just make sure. All right. Let's see what we got. Travis says, I'm on point tonight. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. So now, Josh says, how can I sign up with you? Yes, become a YouTube member, man. Become a YouTube member. That way you can always talk to me. Okay. This is how you listen. We get messages all the time. Y'all be trying to be slick. Listen, y'all be sending us Google messages. Y'all be emailing us. This is how you talk to me, through YouTube. That's the only way you can talk to me, is through YouTube. That's it. Through YouTube. That's the only way. Okay. Now, there's a couple of people that got some special arrangements from some old grandfathered in stuff, but YouTube is a new way to talk to me. That's it. Okay. And not in a bad way. I'm here. I'm here. Okay. All right. So here, Mike is in the house from Oxford, North Carolina. What's good, Mike? All right. So here, let me see here. All right. Jasmine Brown. Oh, my sister's in the house. I don't know if she's still watching. Y'all fall back now. She's married now, and her husband ain't playing no games. All right. So here, Deborah says, is it better to buy before or after retirement? Very good question. Anytime. I would say buy before retirement, to be honest with you, just because obviously you want to pay off, you want to kind of reduce your expenses as much as you possibly can. Especially you start going into like pre-retirement, stuff like that, so that's just my suggestion. Plus, if you buy, like, real estate naturally goes up. Like, even though a lot of people say, man, this market is this, they don't know real estate. Stop listening to people that don't know real estate, man. They don't know real estate. Listen, my wife and I bought a property for $130,000. That we did nothing to it. I told you guys the story the other day. We did nothing to that property. That property is worth over $260,000. Okay, not bragging or boasting. That's just real estate. You can't get mad at me for buying real estate, right? My point is that you buy now, it's going to have value, it's going to have equity. You could probably sell it, and if the market goes up, you'll be able to turn it into a good situation, okay? But you always want to, obviously, mortgages, you can pay that off in 30 years, 25 years, 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, whatever you want to pay that off in. But I would obviously say you most definitely want to get started sooner rather than later, okay? All right, Nikki, what's going on? Just tuning in. What's the subject? Look, Nikki here, ready to take notes. All right, Nikki, now we talking about how long do you have to be on your job to qualify for a house? You know me, on these lives, we go to the left real quick. But either way, I talked about that. You got to be on your job for at least 6 months. But even if you got a brand new job, if you just left the other job and you was at the job gap was 6 months or less, then you could be at the brand new job for a day and still qualify for homeownership. Also, too, guys, if you just graduated college or if you got a job acceptance letter, that's good enough too. All right. So let's see here. It's great to come to help my credit. I pay $100. Ooh, yeah, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But here, that's the thing, is that, hey, sometimes you're going to pay for, he said his, not his, like me. He's talking about this credit company. Yeah, listen, sometimes it's going to be like that, man. And, but hey, I'm here, So here, start out with the YouTube. Here, Joshua, start out with the YouTube membership. Get some questions answered. You're going to start seeing results work with me in 30 days. That's guaranteed. It's some members that's in this chat. They in here. There's some members that's been watching this whole live since it started, okay? They know I'm not playing around, okay? Let's keep going. Let's see here. Gonzalez said financial literacy should be a part of high school. Man, you ain't lying. But if they give the game, that means that means everybody's going to qualify for 0%. If everybody qualify for 0%, the bank can't make no money. They ain't going to do that. But I agree, though. You're right. All right, so my sister's still in the chat. She's still in the chat. All right, so let's see what else we got. All right, so I hired this credit repair company. I paid $800. Listen, man, I'm telling you, yeah, it's the people out there. It'll happen, okay? But here, become a YouTube member. I go live tomorrow night. Members only live tonight. I'm sorry, tomorrow night. Members only live tomorrow night. Get all your credit questions answered. Okay, get all of your credit questions answered. Did y'all know? Check this out. Did y'all know there's a guy that said, hey, I don't even want to buy a house. I just want you to send me a game plan. Boom. He took advantage of that $99 special. So yeah, listen, that's the finesse. He most definitely took advantage of that. All right. So here's the thing. Oh, welcome, Travis. Everyone say congratulations, Travis. Here, I'm gonna put it in there. Congratulations, Travis. Congratulations, Travis. Travis is now on his way to home ownership. He's now on his way to home ownership. Okay. Troy said, that's me. Watch the testimony. Man, Troy, listen, let me tell y'all something. Did y'all know Troy? Now, Troy, he got my advanced credit blueprint. Okay. That's my do-it-yourself credit course. I put the whole game in there. I put everything in there. Okay. For like $79 or something like that. Either way, his score went up 100 points in less than 30 days. I don't know Troy. Troy don't know me. We cousins now. Right? But either way, my point is that he didn't know me. He went to YouTube. He typed in, how do I improve my credit score? A whole bunch of people popped up, right? Y'all know how it is. A whole bunch of people pop up, right? And then it's like, okay, he found this guy. I'm this guy, by the way. He finds me. He starts binging my stuff. Listen, some of y'all been binging a lot of these videos, man. It's some good stuff. And either way, he's like, man, this guy seems like he knows what he's talking about. Man, you right. You sure right about that. I would cuss. But hey, the advertisers ain't gonna like that. So you doggone right. Okay. But either way, that's what happens. He gets the advanced credit blueprint. He follows the game plan. You can't just watch people on YouTube and then just not listen to what they say or pay for something and then not follow the steps. Of course, he's going to see a 100-point increase in less than 30 days. Now, everyone's not going to see that, but of course, he's going to see an improvement because he followed the steps that I put in there. Okay, he followed the steps. All right. So Josh says, how can I sign up for your service? Here, go to the channel homepage. Go to the channel homepage, Josh, and then you'll see where it says YouTube membership. Start there. Okay. Now, if you want to get the advanced credit blueprint, that advanced credit blueprint, man, it literally, I want to use so many words. But it literally is going to help you get to where you need to be. But if you don't want to spend like a lot of money and you just want to just kind of test this whole thing out, start off as a YouTube member. The YouTube membership by far is going to wait till we go live tomorrow. Y'all will see. These lives ain't no joke. And here, check this out. I'm actually uploading. Now, I got an interview that's dropping on Tuesday. I'm going to drop that tonight. I'm going to give you guys access to that tonight. Y'all going to love that. As a matter of fact, I got about 3 or 4 interviews coming up. And I got to get those, get that edited, wait for those stuff to come back. I'll give you guys access to that as well, too. Okay. Listen, just like that Sledge video everybody watched about PenFed and all that. By the way, Sledge is coming back this week. Ooh, told y'all something. Ooh, hope y'all ready for that. Listen, Sledge is coming back this week for a Q&A. Man, look at that, for a Q&A. Here's the part. Y'all can get mad at this one. Watch this. For the first 5 to 10 minutes, we only answering members-only questions. Then y'all got to wait. And then we're going to let the public on in. Okay? But either way, Sledge is going to be here this Thursday. We're going to be promoting that like crazy. But you guys get ready for that one. All right? So now let's go ahead and see here. How much money do you need for a down payment on a home? Depends. If you can qualify for a VA loan, that's did you know some people have served in the military? And then when they was talking to them about joining the military, they told them about all those benefits. And then they done been, now they have been discharged honorably, right? So everything's good. But then they're not taking advantage of their benefits. One of those benefits is the VA loan, $0 down. Okay. But if you go FHA, that's 3.5% down. Conventional is 3%, 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20% down. Oh, that was a lot. But either way, FHA is going to be 3.5% down. So you take the purchase price, you multiply that by 3.5%. Okay. Troy said, what's my take on the FICO 10? Honestly, so here's the thing. FICO always has new models coming out, just kind of keep up with the times, but the banks have yet to take it. See, unless there's regulation on what the banks are going to take, but the banks are honestly using stuff. The banks are using models. They're using the FICO 8, which came out like 2007, 2008. They use those for auto loans. And then they're using the FICO 2 and the FICO 4. And for one another one is a FICO 5. Those are way older credit scores, like in the early 2000s for mortgages that they still use to this day. My point is that FICO then came up with the FICO 9, the FICO 10, and obviously the FICO 10T at some point. And my point is they're supposed to do all this stuff. I don't know if you guys remember, but they're supposed to come out with an ultra FICO. Even if they come out with this stuff, nobody forces the banks to use them. So it really don't matter, unfortunately. Okay. All right. So, and then Dante, look at that. Look at that. There you go. Yeah. Typically 10 to 20%. 3.5%. Don't worry, Dante. That's why I'm here, brother. That's why I'm here. All right. So, but yes, 3%, you can get it's going to be 0% if you VA, 3% conventional, 3.5% FHA. Okay. That's why I'm here. And then 5% conventional. And then there's some other factors that kind of go into that as well, too. All right. So either way, that's how you guys can go and get that information as well. All right. So now let's go ahead and talk about a local story before I wrap up. I want to show you guys a local story here real quick. All right. So this is one of my clients here. All right. Her and her wife. Okay. And they celebrated home ownership. But I want to show you guys something. She actually did. Now, in this photo, she was actually pregnant in this photo. You know what her goal was? Her goal was to qualify for a home before her baby came. We made that happen. Okay? We made that happen. She actually did a video. Y'all ready for the video? Even if y'all not ready, y'all finna see this video. All right, so hold on one second. Hold on. All right, hold on. I hope y'all ready for this one. She did listen. I said, hey, would you mind leaving a review? She says, I'm gonna do a whole video. I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna let y'all, hope y'all listen to it. Ready? Hold on, watch. Oh, my bad, guys. You say you can't hear it? All right, hold on. My bad. Let me put the mic right here. Now y'all done messed up. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? I deserve a round of applause. Okay. Still, I didn't know how to take that little down. Still no sound. I know y'all heard that. Still, what? All right. Either way, here, y'all can watch it. If y'all go to Park Place, I don't know how y'all can hear that one. But either way, she said that we was able to help her go into home ownership, and she got the game plan. She started working with 850 Club, and we was able to help her, qualify for home ownership. All right. So, but either way, I just thought that was a phenomenal story to hear from as well. But either way, that's what she was talking about. So the goal was for her to go into home ownership before her baby came, and we was able to help her do that as well too. Okay. Because some of you guys got goals, right? No matter who you are, no matter how old you are, right? Some of y'all have seen, listen, I've helped famous comedians. By the way, that's my cousin. So if you guys have ever seen M. Brown, he's always, he's a famous comedian out here. So of course I helped him as well too. You got to help the family, right? But either way, listen, the list goes on and on and on and on. No matter who you are, we're going to help you qualify for home ownership. Landlords, whatever you're trying to do, we can most definitely help you do that as well. Again, our game plans are second to none. I'm telling you, our game plans are second to none. Okay. Helping you get there. But either way, guys, I gotta go. All right. So I gotta go. Still no sound. Listen, y'all are crazy up in here. Don't y'all be arguing up in here. All right, Josh, real quick. Josh says he can't sign up. Here, Josh, you got to go to here. Let me go ahead and show you how to do this, Josh. Hold on one second. Let me show you how to do this. One second. All right, hold on. Let me zoom up out of this. All right, Josh, you got to go to your homepage. Go to the channel homepage, and you'll at the bottom of this video, any video, you'll see where it says join. Okay, it looks different for me because I own the channel, so you got to see where it says join. Like we got I think we just hit 40 members. Okay, but either way, they had no problem doing it. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. So here, give me a second. Let me see if I can pull it up actually, just to kind of help you out a little bit. All right. So when you go to the channel, all right, I'm gonna go to my channel here. All right, you go to the YouTube channel, you go to the home page, or any video is gonna say join. Okay. And then once you see that, you'll be able to do that. Okay. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and show my screen here. All right, so it shows I'm live right here for me. Okay. But you see right here where it says join. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. Hold on, let's zoom in. You see where it says join? Just click that and you will be able to join. Now, if you're trying to do it on your phone, you may have to subscribe, then join, okay? But you'll be able to see join on next to any video, okay? And it shows a couple of our members here. It shows some of the members only videos that we got as well too. All right. Now here, nothing too, guys. Don't forget, Sledge is going to be back this Thursday. So make sure you guys get ready for that. He's going to be doing a Q&A for the first 10 minutes. Members only will only be able to get their questions answered, okay, for the first 10 minutes. And then so make sure you guys check in, for that as well. All right. So here, guys, I'm bouncing away. I'm getting up out of here. I answered your questions. I showed you guys what can be done. That $99 special ends tonight at midnight. After tonight, it's going to go up to $197, guys. $197. Now, am I worth more than that? I promise you I am. But here, let's go ahead and put your goals back in front of you. I've helped hundreds, if not thousands of people go into homeownership, okay? If they can do it, then I can show you how to do it. It doesn't matter what state you're in. I saw somebody put in the comments the other day, I'm in it. Doesn't matter what state I'm in. It does not matter what state you're in, okay? I can help you, but you do have to be in the United States of America. Let's start there, okay? But either way, I can most definitely show you how to do it. All right. So either way, yes, Edwin, you are more than welcome. I greatly appreciate you guys, being here as well too. Listen, here, don't be stingy. Share this information with somebody. Okay. It's $100. It will go up tonight at midnight. I promise you, you're going to check and see. It's going to be most definitely for different. Okay. But everybody else, you guys got to look out for your emails. Let's go ahead and get ready. This is your year. Okay. It's not too late to get any of this stuff done. Okay. And if you're not ready yet, now you still can become a homeowner just by joining my YouTube membership, okay? And then you can just ask homeownership questions, but I won't be able to give you a game plan like via email. I can only go off of what you tell me, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that either. That's better than nothing at all right? Now, what time zone for the call tomorrow for members only live? The members only live tomorrow is going to be 9 p.m. Central, okay? 9 p.m. Central. And also, too, for everybody that has questions that cannot make the live, I'm going to send you guys the form again as well, too, okay? The form to fill out if you need your questions answered, but you're not able to join the live tomorrow, make sure you guys go ahead and fill out that form. But it's going to be 9 p.m. Central time. I'm going to answer. That's members only, okay? You just tell me what your goal is. Let's go ahead and talk about it. We're going to go ahead and hash it out, okay? Hopefully that was helpful, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Greatly appreciate you guys being here. Let's go and get these goals knocked out. We'll see you